Already. All right, Jova, are you joking? No, you're good. I don't know if sometimes we get those questions and people are joking. Futures is essentially like, are you asking like what is futures? Like what is it on my screen right now? This is the S&P futures. So when you see gap ups and gap downs, obviously that is directed by the by futures. So, but I was thinking about that the same. I don't chart any different on mobile. Okay, yeah. So futures basically are the market overnight, if you want to look at it that way. Um, they open up at 6 on Sunday, and it's essentially it was made for traders like us to get our fix, when the market's closed. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get to it. I'm a little late, so of course I want to make sure that we cover our bases here. If you guys are just tuning in, TikTok, whatever, make sure to leave a like. I do very much appreciate it. We're going to cover this news really quickly, and then we're going to go ahead and get to the watch list, our levels, our key levels, our entries, our exits, and then we're going to talk about not over trading today, and then we're going to talk about that tomorrow, and then the day after that, day after that. No, just kidding. But not really. All right, so U.S. stock index futures were lower so far, flat. I see them as lower. They are currently up against one of the resistances we talked about last night. It's 401750. They were tracking global equity markets after unexpected weak economic data from China's highlighted fears about a slowdown in growth. The Australian dollar and Chinese yuan came under pressure from the weak Chinese economic data, while the gold prices fell as the dollar consolidated gains near a 20-year peak and dampened bullion demand. Oil prices were lower amid widespread lockdowns on China, though the market found some support as the European Union stepped closer to the import ban on Russian crude. A couple key highlights here. Ukraine claims battlefield successes in northeast as Russians fall back. I'm not going to go into any details because I am not a reporter. If you guys have wanted any details, it's all over the internet. But that is obviously news to keep in mind. So, tensions boiling one way or the other or calming down can do things to the market. So, Russia to exit or McDonald's to Russia exit. What is going on here with my language? McDonald's to exit Russia after more than 30 years. McDonald's said that it has started the process to sell all of its restaurants in Russia, exiting the country after more than 30 years following its invasion of Ukraine. Wow. Woohoo, morning pot smoker. Nah. More like morning language barrier. Tesla delays plans to restore Shanghai output to pre-lockdown levels. Tesla has delayed a plan to restore the production at the Shanghai plant to levels before the city's COVID-19 lockdown by at least a week. Surging natural gas prices squeeze U.S. industrial sector. And we also saw JetBlue launches hostile takeover bid for Spirit Airlines. In other news, Twitter Elon Musk on Saturday tweeted that Twitter's legal team accused him of violating the non-disclosure agreement by revealing that the sample size for the social media platform's checks on automated users was 100. He said that his teams would test a random sample of 100 followers on Twitter to identify bots. His response to a question prompted Twitter's accusation. When a user asked Musk to elaborate on the process of filtering bot accounts, he replied, "I picked 100 of the sample size numbers because that is what Twitter uses to calculate the fake spam duplicates." So, futures right now are making their way up to my resistance line. That's money, dude. They offered $30, but they said they couldn't make it 32 share for a Spirit. What are my indicators? I use a whole ribbon indicator. I use the EMA systems 20, 50, and 200, or just 200. I use volume, including a volume moving average. I use this TTM squeeze, RSI, occasionally pivot points, very rarely Bollinger Bands, and anything else that I need. 9-day moving average. I don't use them all the time for the same purpose. They're all for different things sometimes. But anyway, so as far as we covered this last night. So if you don't know about the economic events, we do have Papa Powell speaking this week. I believe on Tuesday. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? I think it was Tuesday. No, I think it was Wednesday. But that's something to be looking forward towards. We also had the economic calendar here, May 16th. Why does that say May 24th? Okay, there we go. So we've got Empire State Manufacturing that comes in today. Retail sales, ex auto, industrial production, capacity utilization, business inventories. Those are all coming in tomorrow as high impact data points. And then again, May 18th, housing starts, building permits, EII crude inventories, and then initial claims coming in at the end of the week. Top earnings today. We have Take Two or TTWO. Good morning. What's up? I am live on YouTube. Yes. Oh, for Spirit. Got you. So anyway, today we don't have a ton of huge earnings. We do have Sundial after the bell. People make this a company that's bigger than it is because this company's trash. And I stand by that. Moldy weed, just overall general lack of that's just not going to last in the cannabis industry. But it moved with the rest of them, and really, I think it was just highlighted because it was cheap. Yeah, thank you guys. If you guys don't mind leaving a like here this morning, I do appreciate it. So anyway, that's earnings for the day. As far as the watch list is concerned, we did swing Facebook calls. So far, so good. As we do have are going to likely open up flat. So that's the good thing. Is we don't have much argument here. But what we do have is we do have the possibility to reverse underneath 194.65. And that is going to be one of the key levels that I'm going to be watching because there is a potential to pull back to 191.35 if that does occur. Otherwise, my target today is really simple, y'all. I want to hit the hourly 200-day moving average and fill that micro gap at 204.11. So that's the target for today. The stop loss for that swing trade will be at 195 underneath candle close on the 15-minute. It needs to be a bearish candle, guys. If it is a bouncy candle, and I say that, if it's a bouncy candle, then obviously keep that in mind. If it's a 15-minute candle close showing a reversal, I take that into consideration. But I most importantly want to see that I want to see that go through. So one thing I was a little suspicious of is the possibility of a bear flag type setup. I don't think this is really a possibility at the moment. But looking at other stocks across the market, they do carry some of those similar setups. But at the moment, Facebook is going to remain on my watch list for today. And if you guys look at the 4 hour, if you see something on the 15, go conform on the 5 hour. So if you take a look at this doji on Facebook that we closed with on the 4 hour, right? Look at that. So if we lose and wick fill that doji, imagine what that candle looks like, right? That's almost a full engulfment, or you're encompassing 50% of that push to the upside. So anywhere below that 9-day moving average, as I stated, you will more than likely see continued downside. Just because we have moved up, I will say that with the climate that we have overnight, that we are showing a bit of resiliency, but I will be on my toes as we are heading into what I would say is an indecision type climate. So, Affirm or SoFi, I'll take a look at it in a minute. Oh shit. Should be good. All right. So we've got Facebook on the watch list as well. AMD. I'm not trading Twitter. I've made my decision as of last night. I believe that Big Stepper also has AMD on the watch list. There's also quite a bit of flow for the $100 strike that might end up seeing this gap filled at $100. So there's a gap to fill. But most importantly, we just have a really solid resistance line. We have a really solid target, and we're currently holding, this pat. So if you guys, I show you guys how I use this volume profile. I'm keeping most of this highlighted and ignoring all the rest in order to see where the point of control is inside of this setup. So all that being said, right here, basically where we're holding is 94.75. And just like Facebook, anywhere below its 93.50 or that bottom of that wick, I would anticipate seeing AMD fall to the downside. And AMD does have a gap to the downside as well. So all that being said, AMD above 96.50 looks good for a potential move up to 98.17 and then possibly 99.50. So watching AMD as well. Do you ever trade futures? No. Yes, but no, I don't. I don't trade it. I should be trading it because Manny tells me I need to. But other than that, no. I use the Insilco whole suite ribbon. Where'd my music go? Oh. All right. Well, I'm gonna go cover my watch list first. All right. So we got Facebook. And I've got Facebook at the moment. Um, I have alerts set on Twitter, y'all. But I'm not taking my watch list much further than what I've got. I will add Microsoft to that setup right now, as it's got a pretty decent resistance at 264. So those of you guys who like a little bit easier going stock, maybe not as choppy. If we do have good volume on the Qs and on SPY, I would anticipate seeing some fluidity from Microsoft, but Microsoft both 258 to the downside potentially, and then above that 263.11. So yeah, that's and then last one that I have is Nvidia. So this one we talked about this weekend. I know exactly where it's at on the grand scheme of things inside of this massive standard deviation channel that we've been set up, and this is how we identified the support bounce that was incoming. And we actually were able to take profit, get out of that pretty easily. But this one, similar setup to AMD. Target on this one is up at 183.55. I like the way these contracts pay a little bit more than AMD, so it is going to be a little bit higher on the watch list for me anyway. Get rid of that light. So anyway, using the 173.50 area, looking for a pullback to 170, and then above that 178.75, I'd be looking for that push into the 183.85. So, Million Monday, let's go. If you guys are on TikTok, guys, I need your I definitely noticed a shadow ban, or at least algorithmically, I'm not picking up the same as I was. So if you guys don't mind tapping the screen, I got to stop talking about shorting China. Go long China. How is Facebook still holding? It is it's holding a bit of a divergent. I can't. I'm driving a garbage truck right now. Word. That's lit. Yo, yeah, I was gonna say, go pick up. If you're a garbage man, go pick up Sundial. There's a garbage company. Thomas, are you on right now? You live in Hungary, right? Uh, yeah, you're in Hungary? All right, man. I'm going to Hungary. I gotta get at it. I gotta take a trip. I'm about to go to Hungary and go trade with Thomas. No cap. I'm not even joking. Do it for real. All right. So we got Nvidia. I'm gonna go ahead in my Discord channels. I will go ahead and mark out or write these levels and then post the charts. So here's the deal. And this is what I don't want to do today. All right. I do not want to, because we are so close to resistance, and we are at the place where if we did see a reversal, like that would take a little bit of time to set up. So if you are getting into the market today, it is okay to be patient. If you're not a scalper, stop scalping. Stop going into the day looking to take the play at the beginning of the day. You need direction. You need a clear sense of direction, especially if you're day trading. So stop. One thing that I see is confusing strategies. I'm looking at the opening bell and I'm thinking scalping, but I'm not a scalper. And then people are wondering why all of a sudden they turn their scalp into a day trade. That's greed. If you're changing your strategy in the middle of your strategy and not taking profit, how boring has it been sometimes to trade with us or with me sometimes where I get in, I get out, and then maybe I leave a runner, but at the end of the day, like that was the setup that I had chosen. And sometimes volume and sentiment will allow me to stretch out those price targets, but I'm hedged. Yeah, yeah. But if you're picking something to do, what is a scalper going to be doing at the bell? He's going to be entering relatively larger positions, so not scaling in necessarily like me. Maybe they scale in heavier lots. You can still scalp that way, especially if you have hotkeys. But if you're scalping, scalp. If you're day trading, day trade. Don't confuse the two. I see a lot of people doing that, and then all of a sudden, and it is a part of the greed factor. So if you're being greedy today, have a system. I even thought about, making a little section in the chat, a live trading session, not like a live trading, but like a live, greed recovery anonymous or something like that. A place for people to go when they're feeling greedy or just to type out or post the chart because it's never going to go away. You're going to have to deal with it. The greed will always be there. The greed opportunities will always be there. So it's up to it's not going to change. You have to make the choice to set a target, set an entry and exit, and stop caring about what anybody else does with that. What matters the most is that you ended green and you hit your goal or you hit your target. So just a little rant here for a second. Nvidia looks great. Nvidia looks fine in pre-market. It did have a little bit of a gap down. I would say Nvidia below 173.50 and 172.30 is really where, and I would even argue that 171 could be that mark, but this is the range in which, and don't get me wrong, we can drop all the way back down to support today. Today, Nvidia could drop below 173.50. You could drop down to 170 or 169.50 and still hold bullishness or still hold the possibility of testing downtrend. So, greed killed me on game. Greed is hard. Listen, if you feel like taking a screenshot or you feel like taking a picture of the gains, take profit. Capture the moment. That is what I tell people all the time. Capture the moment. You feel great about your trade, capture it. Take some profit off the table. If you have the opportunity if you have more than one contract, scaling out is a beautiful thing. Scaling in is a beautiful thing. I am greedy too. Oh, you know why? Because I'm playing my music right now and I'm naturally going to the rhythm of my music. And so naturally on a 4/4 scale, I would imagine that Bad Bunny and me are vibing right now. And then I was kidding. Our music sound totally different, though. I promise. Um, are you? Listen, no, but I would say that he's a better drummer, better beat. Radiohead's drummer's better than Bad Bunny. I'm gonna smash your boy, guys. Looking into buying T calls. Potter, how do you avoid chasing coins that you just sold and start to pump? How do I avoid chasing coins that you just sold and start to pump? I don't. That's the first thing that I do, is I don't. Oh, nice, 2K week. I'm not a coin guy. Yeah, I don't do the coins. I'd rather go put a coin in a claw machine because I'd probably get something of value quicker. Sorry, that was unnecessary roast. Bob, sorry, that was a little harsh. Who's getting roasted? Yeah, I'm gonna caffeinate you. Oh no. um, that's it. F Baba. I see. Yeah, Baba's moved up. Um, anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and type that stuff up. Manny, if you wanna take it away, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the levels out in the chat real quick. What? $28 for a marker for the set. It has an owl on it. It's on YouTube. You can go watch it on YouTube. Oh, if you want my levels, you can go in the Discord. Uh, we have Pal talking this week too, so no one asked you to talk. Like who brought that guy in there? Mhm. Yeah. What was that? What did he say?
the big question is, right? Are we going to get a roll down of that 400, 4,000 goods, or we're going to see good closure, indicating that participants are looking at overseas market shift. And this is the big deal. If we get
Hey, Mitty.
good closure, yeah.
Can you scoot a little closer to the Mikey?
If
Closer.
that's how everybody that understands they're anticipating an upside market, whether it's short term or long term, whatever it is. I'm okay with a move up, but not an increase move up because I'm going to get figured out. That's the sure part.
Yeah.
But needless to say, the close from Friday was viable 400 is pretty much dictating how the week is going to go. I'm not looking to go short till we break down at 395. The reason why is because that was pretty much Friday's low of day, not low of day, but pre-market lows and whatnot. So I'm anticipating that any moves below 400, that $5 move down could get possibly bought up, or it could possibly just let us try. That's how I'm looking at the market today. Um, that's the first thing. Obviously, if we start breaking out a move above that 4 or 5 level, will start bringing us. It's $5 increments. You guys have seen it before. It's a self spy trades. So just keep using those $5 increments to your advantage. Remember, price breaks out at 403 and starts chopping around, and then it starts building until our time to go to like 405. This is how SPY always trades. Not even different, really. But I'm with OPEX in my opinion. I explained some of the kind of detail thing with the numbers we said also. So obviously this whole rally, that if we get a rally this week, it's all charm driven, right? It's not back. IB already got crushed. This is all charm. This is our option expiration decay. Dealers are forced, not forced, but they're sort of notified that they are allowed to cover. When the dealers cover, the dealers buy back, therefore creating an impulse move up. Once you add to that pile of shit a whole short covering, then you get a giant impulse move up, which again, most of the time is met by selling. And this is a chance where we end up having a closure above that 415 level. I'm not saying today, I'm saying throughout the week. If we get that close, then you got to remember that build out into 420, that's going to be our big level. Because if we get above and we just continue going higher, then we're going to just start grinding up till something really comes back and brings it down. Personally, I think that for me, like really just anybody in general, for me to have a safe assumption of how the market's going to go, I want to see OPEX, I want to see what the participants do. If we get those puts rolled out, I mean, the answer is clear. If we get those puts closed, then again, that's what I'm saying. So that's where I'm at least. I'm gonna still take it light. I mean, I traded last night. I got a really nice short of a Nasdaq, so I'm taking it light today in the morning. I posted some of my watches. Bounces on Amazon, they look decent. Here's the thing: Amazon and Tesla, they're all in between. It's 5 and 10 days on the days, right? So if we built out, if we're stuck in between the clouds, there's a chance that we can build over highs into the 10, which is for Amazon is at 20 level, right? For Tesla, it would be the 832 level. But obviously for Tesla first, we got to clear that high of day, right? Of Friday for us to continue that flow. So if you're gonna take breakouts today, make sure that the breakouts are confirmed. Make sure that you're not buying into the top of a green candle form already. That's the main thing. You know, we have seen the market open green, just move up, and then we've seen that
soft
trade right now. Yeah, this is what was this is actually last year we had the same type of markets. You would see the open, everything would build up for like 5 minutes, and then the second candle would be a reversal, or that 5 minute wouldn't close high, it would just close back quick.
Yeah.
So guys, continue to take it easy today. We're already approaching halfway to the month. If you build a cushion, very nice. Then that's all you need. You built that cushion, just let the rest of you, right? Take sides when it's appropriate. Don't take sides when it's not. That's
Yep.
the main thing right now.
Remember those moments when the market gives us clear direction and sentiment. That's when you take that risk up. But right now, when everybody's squeezing their cheeks, you got to be doing the same. Maybe not, you know, literally. Um, I'm tired open, so I can clap and go to bed. Why do you make me read that out loud?
Yeah.
Clap the market, maybe you could throw that in there. Just an innocent reader here. Yeah, I did, and then by proxy, I do. So there's tons of people who have no idea. So it's great. Dang, dang, dude, where's your price at? I can't see it under all those indicators. Sorry. I don't know. It is. It's just buried, dude. It's just buried. I like to not be able to see it. It makes things harder for me. Well, sometimes you do. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Did the market tank again? No, not yet. We're good. The market's holding up. Sometimes you just gotta clap. That's right. Wise words by Broly here. Thank you, Broly. Sometimes you just gotta clap. Are you using time charts or volume? I'm using volume and volume profile here. So Apple resistance right now, Apple above 148.25. You guys or excuse me, 148.35 is where it clears that space. And then for me, I have resistance at obviously the psychological number of 150. There's a downtrend starting off the top, make it drop. That's Apple. 150.18. Um, I'm kind of a philosopher. You are, Broly. You are. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, if I say from the top in any, it's over. I can't. I have to. I have to. I'm dying. I'm dying right now from the top. It's a bad place to die. I'm sorry. That's hilarious. Holding. How's Hex going? I have no idea, dude. I don't know. What is that? Are you talking about the coin, the crypto? Isn't there like some rich dude who yells at all his followers about what to do with Hex? I have no idea. It looks like a giant bear. There's the dude who runs Hex Band. I don't care. I don't care who that guy is. Like I just that is not the human I'd ever want to be nor interact with. Yeah, that guy's awful. Awful. Yeah, hell yeah, he's been pumping it. That's all you got to do is sound like super cocky confident. So you just got to make it sound like you know for a fact something's going to go to the upside. Oh God. I had a shirt like that once, Manny. Sorry. The gif that Daedra just said. I'm just sorry. I make jokes to Manny for good reason.
From the top for the day.
What's your prognosis for the day, my friend? Yeah, do you think the market goes up or down? Pin it. I think we get a short move up 403.85 and then we chop or die or pull back.
Boy.
Oh, the Hex guy said pain. Yeah, sorry, dude. He's an angry little elf. That's me. An angry little wizard. It's we're at the point now where it's hard to believe that we would bleed up, you know, but at the same time, everybody's short. So if I remember, anything, I know that everybody's always doing things after it's been done.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. If everybody's talking about the market falling, wait for a bounce. They know. They are well aware that they've got lagging retail. And that's how the majority of retail gets clapped as a whole because it's a crowd. It's a I want to use the right verbiage here, but like, almost like sheep, like you get a mass of a wave of people all with the same sentiment. Perfect. Sounds like we're gonna rug pull them. All right, so it's 9:15. Set your levels. go look at your volume. It's a really important thing to do. Go look at the volume that you have seen the market move on or the stock that you're watching. Go figure out what that volume or what's volume, that type of volume that stock needs. And then as the market opens, you can get an idea of the day's volume and whether or not it's comparable to a possible move or to give you the move, right? So the first 15-minute hourly volume candle close on the stock of your choice can oftentimes tell you what the energy is like starting the day off. If it's low, set alerts, walk away. If you don't see a high probability trade, you are being greedy. Being greedy is one of the hardest things to deal with because every human does it. But at some point, again, I said this morning, we have a choice. We have a choice on whether we are going to, in the face of greed, take and capture the moment. If you are excited, happy, and your entry has been, you've entered, or even if you got a late entry and you still have hit your target, stop compromising, stop it. Just do the thing. You're a robot. So, doing Manny so dirty right now? What happened? Oh no. Yeah, Manny. The first time I met Manny, I picked him up. Yo, this came up on my stream. Oh my god, I clicked on that. Why'd you guys do that? That just came up on my YouTube stream and the TikTok stream. That was great. Thank you. Why did that happen? That was great. Yeah, Manny's 4'11". Look at him. This is a picture. This is our admin here at TikTok. Right there. No, he called us back. Look at Manny. He's so short. Did you see the message? Did you go see what I said to Opticy yesterday? That came out of nowhere, bro. I had nobody to attack. So I just chose him.
The fact that you're happy, apparently.
Watch he's Apache. Like an actual helicopter. Does he does he identify as a attack helicopter? Oh no, don't start with this Elder Rings stuff, all right, or whatever. All right, whatever. Angry Birds. I'm gonna boot everybody. Yeah. Whatever. What is this?
Like, like, I want to start a new game so bad, but I need to. I'm not gonna be able to.
Old Elder Ring? It's like Game Boy, a game man. Stop now. All I heard was Apache, so like an Apache helicopter.
Okay, we're mixing two different characters.
Yes, Apple and Microsoft both look good. I'm gonna go grab my coffee. Please mark your levels. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
We're not gonna have this discussion here, but we're gonna have it off topic instead. Compass. These futures are starting to pull back. Go back here, Phil. I'm very similar. It's funny. When I first saw it, you're from that.
When I first saw that gift too, I was like, kind of took me by surprise. It was like, whoa, just toss that baby.
I think today we're gonna get like a pretty fat range to take out if we look at Friday's range. So it's on the on that. Remember, as I always say, price build. Right? Price has to continue building. You know, top or the bottom. You know, I like that idea. I love the party. I love some of the money on the bottom. Manny Fresco says that I have like a gift like ready for everything. He's not running. Oh, by the way, how guys, wherever you guys are at. Again,
All right. What about Luna? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not even allowed to look at it. It's against my religion. I don't know. Listen, I don't want to start a huge debate, but like I just don't I have yet to like I obviously buy crypto, but I've never once been a crypto like investor, I guess. Like as like I trade crypto for long periods of times, and then like I leave. Like when Bitcoin went from 39 to 60, like I left. I was like, that's enough for me. But I really don't feel like right now. I feel like there's so many shit coins that just diluted the market enough that any utility that crypto has is just being, yeah, it's just so much shit coins. So all right, so let's talk. So let's talk about Facebook. I have a bounce level at 196. It is up to you whether you cut, because right now I'm thinking that we might hit a retest of 195.61, which won't be bad. I think we'll take a small loss on that contract, but you remember we have the Qs. We've got to put on the Qs to hedge ourselves because we swung into a sketchy weekend, so we wanted to make sure that we stayed safe. If you're looking for a spot to TP, Qs, if they do fall, the hedge is there for one reason and one reason only. It is there, so if we bounce, I will hold the hedge until we confirm the bounce. I'm not looking to make money off of the hedge. If I cut it for break even, that's great. If that's the goal, I would like to cut it for break even and then let the contract, the Facebook contract, push. But I will let you know exactly when I cut, and I'm going to tell you why right now I cut. Okay, so drag this line. If you're looking at the bottom left-hand corner of my screen, see the 200-day moving average moving up right here to this 1, 2. That's that bounce level, and it's also where you get a wall of volume as well. So that would be the first inclination of a support level. We are opening up at our dynamic support. So there is a possibility for a bounce at the bell, but I will be watching this, and I will tell you guys immediately, like, all right, I'm out here. That's going to be simply because this support is broken. So this is my range here today, and if it bounces and gives us a good reversal candle off of that support, I'd be looking for a retest or maybe even an attempt to head back up to the 199.75. So as far as short levels, 194.80 is going to be a good level where Facebook could fall. But these are also big support levels. So playing inside of this, because we are still, whether we like it or not, in range. And so that can make for difficult trading conditions. So what is my bounce levels on Apple and Microsoft? Apple right now, I've got a bounce level at 144, 145. If it falls, I have a target below 145, 143.17. That would be the target for today. It does have a gap at 142.50 that it could go fill as well. And then as far as Microsoft is concerned, Microsoft's bounce level is 257.80. So 257.80, and you've got 256.80 as well. So a little dollar below that. But if you do fall below, though, the target would be 154.88. I don't buy that expensive contracts. My contracts aren't that expensive. All right. So if you took a call and you didn't have, like, you don't have a setup on it, then and you're following somebody, don't take over if you don't have a plan. Okay, it's okay to take signals if you know what's going on, but it's not okay to hold them if you don't. So if you don't know what's going on, or you don't have levels, or you don't have a plan, don't compromise. So instead, take the small loss and wait for the setup to build, and then you can take a higher probability play. One thing I did mention this morning that might be a factor here is this potential, and we don't know for sure, but if we did fall, there is in bounce, there's a potential to pop up and hit 164, which would be supply on things like Microsoft, and that would actually end up causing or building a wedge. But again, that's only speculative, and we'll see what the day brings. So I've got the 15-minute time frames up for most of these stocks right now, because those are the candle closes that I want to see. So I don't trade SPX or SPY. Oh, I actually never really. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't trade SPX. QQQ. I'm gonna pull up Google today because of all the flow that came in. I just want to see what happens to it. What time frame you look for a candle close? For day trading, I want to see a 15 minute candle close. If there's low volume at the bell, then that's not good. I don't want that candle, and I'm probably gonna pass on it. So if it's a higher volume candle, especially a bounce candle on a 15-minute time frame off the open, that usually will give me a better sense of direction. So be patient, everybody. Take a deep breath. Good luck. Yep, we got a few more seconds here. About 30. I know this same may seem extremely trivial, but when I was trading, and again, might be trivial to you, but I noticed I was holding my breath a lot, like literally in real life, holding my breath. Remember to breathe. I have to actually remind myself sometimes to like breathe. We're open. All right, Facebook's going straight to my bounce level. Fingers on the trigger. Bounced immediately. It bounced immediately off. Do you guys see that green line? Do you see how money that was? So again, I'll take a small loss so that way I don't accrue a larger one. So, oh, if you, yeah, did anybody swing Twitter? Puts. Yeah, that was likely to pop up. All right. Facebook is popping up. Candles closing back up above that. We need Facebook 198, 50. Candle close. Get above that 9-day moving average. There we go. Look at that. Good patience. Do you see how that we were down like 30%? We're down about 20% right now. We got a little bit more leverage to exit the contract or let it ride. Boom. I'm gonna move to the 3-minute here. I want to see what we do here. We just gap filled. So we just filled the gap. All right. So what do we do after the gap? We'll see if buyers continue to hold and push, or if that gap is filled and then we get a reversal. So if you have size and we start pulling back, there's always, you can always flip it. So, and just cut it or trim exposure. Okay, so the Qs are pulling back, but Facebook is, or not, excuse me, not the Qs, but oh, they were for a second. Now they're not. Never mind. Good build. All right, so take a step back. Look at the volume. All right, on some of these higher moving days, we have pretty good volume so far for Facebook. I'm not looking at my contract, by the way. Don't look at it. I'm looking at the chart. Trade the chart. So we're rejecting this little downtrend here. We got to get above it. 198.85. We're losing strength right now. I'm pulling up my contract right now, y'all, because the Qs are falling. Right? Look at your Q contract starting to turn green while you're. Yeah. I don't know if I want to wait and because the Qs are dropping, but the Qs are moving towards support. Oh shit. Okay. All right, we're at support and Facebook is showing a open divergence right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm pulling up my contract to close it, right? Because the Qs are falling, and just in case they do fall, they're leading Facebook. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to cut it, because if the Qs break support, which are right about here, it's going to be time for me to cut. Yeah, the Qs are right there. 299. I'm going to go ahead and the Qs are breaking support right now. So this would still be a very impressive play. And just as far as an exit is concerned, if we're able to get out here, if we do end up falling today. But if the Qs bounce here, which they're not, we could see a reversal. I have not cut yet. Remember, I will tell you exactly when I cut. Right now, I'm down 11% or 23 bucks. Everybody should be just taking a deep breath. If you're an XOM with Top Shelf, you're making money, because Top Shelf is a G. Energy Meister. Apple looks terrible. I almost just want to go ahead and cut Facebook and just say, you know what? Yeah, I'm cutting Facebook. I'm out. I am out now. For a small 20% loss there. Okay, that's fine. No. Oh, there we go. I'm out. All right, I cut Facebook. I will re-enter at high of day. I still have my Q put, which is up 4%. Right now, Apple is at that level, 144.85. Facebook is chopping in range, so there's no play here. Again, I will take it when it breaks above this 199, and the cues show a sustainable bounce. But otherwise, I'm still very happy with the small L. You guys got to learn to be happy about getting out of certain plays that you know either A, are going to chop your contracts up, or B, if the overall market's falling and your stock just was holding a divergence for a moment, you can cut. So right now I'm happy with Facebook, and there it goes. Look at that. We cut Facebook right before it pulled back to support. One could consider possibly going short here with the Qs moving underneath 297.50, but that would only be underneath that level. Nice job, Big Stepper. If you Big Stepper's watch list Nvidia off of his trigger level. Man, what do we got to do to get your ass on live, huh? Am I gonna come to New York? Yeah, I just exited the swing. Um, can we get two style calls?
Stuck. Like US 30 is stuck. Needs to either break its downtrend or uptrend. I don't want to be caught longing or shorting chop.
Yeah, that Q contract right now is green, but nothing crazy. It's just it's doing its job. Look at Facebook's divergence though. Pretty impressive. Huh? Yeah, test. Yep, everything that was trying to build, yep, pulled right back. So Facebook is trying kind of looking a little bouncy. Oh my God. Nvidia. Oh, I missed that one. Damn. You are at your bounce level right now, and any lower, you've got 169.75. Okay, I bought Facebook. What do you mean you bought Facebook? Nobody bought Facebook. I haven't bought Facebook. Not yet. The Q's bouncing yet? Shit. All right, pulling up Facebook again. The Q's held. Motherfuckers. Damn it. Damn. Damn. All right, I'm cutting that Q put. All right, so totally I just lost like 48 bucks, which is not bad. I'm still being patient. That's a 3-minute candle. We're still in range for Facebook. I haven't missed an entry or anything like that. We've got $200 right above us. Was hoping that we would not get that violent of a bounce, but I'm going to go ahead and look at a weekly contract for I'm looking at the 207.50s, and I'm going to go ahead and take it now. 207.50 for this week. And I'm just going to set a stop right here at 198.35. The Qs have just engulfed that previous 5-minute candle. So I made a mistake just now. I just realized I never let that candle close below that line, but it is what it is. All right, I just grabbed that 207. I will add another one if we get a solid candle close here. Good volume on this bounce though. That divergence hopefully will play out and we'll see 202, which was my target last night, 202.30. I'm going to add another contract here.
Don't watch me. I promise you that. But I tell you, I'm taking trades and I've been quiet. It's legit. Things are in a range. They're breaking range.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm not gonna get like two not the range.
All right, if you did enter second entry off of Facebook, 26% on that one. So, shit. Yeah, right now the first target is 202. 202.
This the first 15.
All right, if you got the second entry or first entry, whichever one that was, um, close one of those out here. All right, there's target hit. I'm out, 202. I have one contract left. No, I did say a Facebook bullish divergence. I just pulled the trigger too quick. I made a mistake. I made a mistake and I didn't stick to what I said I was going to do, which is 170, 195.75. I was going to let that put do its thing, and I was going to hold, and that was my stop. Instead, I took the cues pulling back underneath support as a sign, a preemptive sign to go ahead and cut. But again, I made a mistake, so it's all good. Yeah, Qs are rejecting their 5 minute, 9 day moving average. So if you did scalp that one, you'll break even, but 199.95, which is that bounce level that I'd like to see to Facebook bounce at. Otherwise, that was still a good little scalp there. I'm still green, even off of that 30-40% play. So really, really quick. So if you held, yeah, if you held, good job. You actually did better than I did, so I shouldn't have cut. That's all right. We came back. I re-entered. I made my money, and I'm going to keep it moving. So Nvidia is on the watch list right now. Look at the 15-minute candle close. All right, where's the body of the candle? It's above the pivot point. What is above us? The 179 resistance. We need to get above the point of control, 176.80. And then I think we could see some decent movement here. 203 on the penny is the true supply. 202.75 and 203 are the two levels for Facebook that I have for the upside if you're looking to TP. Come on, Qs, do it. I'm bulled up for once, damn it. Nervous? If you're nervous, I did get a little bit nervous, yeah. Sorry, sometimes you gotta reel yourself in. That's all right. I'm still happy. Volume looks great. All right, so volume check right here. We're doing pretty good. We've got sustained volume so far throughout the bell, so I'm happy about that. But we just like to hold that. Oof, damn, Nvidia. We still have a few minutes for that 15-minute candle to close. What do I think about SPY? I think it's kind of I don't know what Manny might agree with me on this one, but the 5 looks all built up, like it's like kind of flagging. But it looks so obvious that it almost feels like you might not break. But right now you need to get above just 401.73. So oof, that's not good. You're rejecting your 9 day moving average. They're trying to push it back down.
US 30. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll flip the script. I swear. I'll take it short. Look at the clear level here on Facebook.
US 30. We got squeezed out.
Oh yeah. Nothing's broken yet. I wonder what they're doing. I'm gonna sync it today. Yeah, everything just got stopped out. It's 9:44. We've got 13 seconds
Remember,
left.
guys, this 10 seconds left. This is the close of your first 15 of the day.
Uh-huh. Facebook's still holding a divergence with the volume and stuff, but you did get a little 5 minute doji there. It's up to you. You can take profit now, or you can hold and see what happens. We're in the green, and so if you hold, this contract is either just an extra little boost, or we can cut it for break even. So, yes, you could have taken any of those trades small account. Most of the trades I'm taking, you can take with a small account. I'm not going with anything like extremely expensive. All right, I'll take the little bit of profit on Facebook here. I just took 14 bucks off that contract. I'm out off the runner. Um, I'll re-enter if I see a bounce, but
Sorry.
no, you're fine. I just cut.
So short on my gold positions.
Yeah, I haven't entered Nvidia either. You're still short on gold.
The thing is with US 30 is bouncing this trend line low of Fridays at 31,958. If we close below the trend line, I'm taking this.
Yo, SPY below 397.75, y'all, and we got a long ways to move down. Nvidia rejecting supply, so watch Nvidia below that 171. You've got 169.25 and then 166.50. Facebook, I'm not going to take short just because of how divergent. Wow. Tesla has its gap level. If you're in Tesla shorts, 745 and 740. I'm thinking about taking a video right now to the downside. Yeah, I am. Slow down. Mm-mm. Looking at the 165 strike for Nvidia. I haven't entered it yet. I'll let you know when I do.
So I want to see that 2950. That 2960 because it's a pivot point. I want to see that level taken out if we're going to see downside. If not, I want to see another rejection into the highs for bids at 2950 to be the D.
I've not taken it short yet. I'm waiting to see us. I'm not taking it yet. I just have the contract up. That's it. Don't get it twisted. Don't confuse yourself. I am not in yet. But you need to have the contracts up. So check IWM. It looks like it's about to go hit 176.30. So maybe it's like a superstition thing, Pat, but my career changed when I stopped trading SPY. It's me. It's not SPY, right? It's just the way that I trade. You can't hedge SPY and it's just you get into a mess. And I personally
30 starting to take place. But we need the things to reject this 2950. If not, we're going to get built up.
SPY's hitting that. Yeah, SPY's hitting that support right now. Semiconductor isn't moving down. Look at the 15. Don't get wrapped up in the 5. Look at the 15 here on Facebook, right? So get rid of the lines. Look at half of 50%. Where's the point of control? 198. So if you lose that, right? So if this candle closes 9-day moving average, more than likely we would see Facebook possibly go back down. So again, 15-minute candles closes matter here. And I would even say with confidence that even the hourly, because look, oh my God, look, dude, this is insane. So that move that we just got on Facebook basically just did exactly what we were anticipating. Look at that. Oh my God, that is crazy. Look at that, y'all. What did we talk about Sunday? Look at that. Look at that Facebook wick. Q's losing support. Wee woo. I'm just kidding. Yo, double top on the Q's possibly though. If we do lose this, oh yeah, we're making a lower low. Oh shit, Dumpy. All right. Yeah, I need Rolly and the put cannons. Yo, that's a band. Rolly, do you play any instruments? We're gonna start that band. Why did he just say wee woo? We're getting close to support. Nvidia is not breaking. IWM just hit my target. Looks like it's going to go lower, 175.73. No, that's dude, it's fine. It's like a kitchen, man. Hot behind you. You're good. Say what you got to say. Mr. Potter and the Big Steppers. Big Stepper did it before it was cool. Did you? I don't know. I have not. See why we didn't take Nvidia. Hell no. I'm not taking it yet. That 15-minute candle close did not do it. Look at that 15-minute candles, our 15-minute candle. So look how easily it can bounce off that point of control, close green. And if this candle closes at 200, watch for a push and a retest of 202. So we got in. Now we're going to wait, be patient. Look at semiconductor, has a gap to fill here to the upside. So Nvidia might end up taking this opportunity. And then if you look at it, look, Nvidia is shaping up like a flag. Oh, actually, that's more of a megaphone here. So if you end up, yeah, they are showing a divergence for sure, Adam. Semiconductors in general, 15-minute doji here on the 200-day moving average. Also just the 227, 50 level. So, woo. Yeah, if you guys don't, if you guys are have anything you're looking at, let me know. And I got a little bit of free time right now, so. Tesla. 15-minute candle showing the wick right there, pretty gnarly. Here's your downtrend, untested. So if we end up wicking up, right here, see the white line? I would say above that 170, 157.75 and I'm saying 750.75 and then 760.36. I would see a retest of the downtrend, which would probably come around maybe 768, depending on the trajectory. If it's in one 15-minute candle, I'll see you at 770. Nvidia call sweep, got it. What's the strike on that one? Oh, okay, you already posted the channel. Nvidia 190 strike 5/20/22. AI confidence on this one is 77%. All right, let's see how the AI does then. All right, I'm betting on the AI. Man, you remember when? God, remember that was like a whole. Remember that was a culture. Okay, all right, we're not talking about that then. No, sorry. We can't. We can't. Oh God. All right, I'm in Nvidia 190 strikes for this week. Just to avoid, I'm gonna grab a 187.50 too. My stop on this one is going to be. I do like this. So I see the setup. I see the flow. And if this ends up pulling back underneath 174, and I see a candle close, then that'll be the stop there. 15-minute candle on Facebook. What did I tell you guys? Look at that 15. Look at the patience. Sheesh. Any gain is a good gain, so be happy with the first one. If you don't have a sense of direction and you hit your target, awesome. Facebook, oh shit. I do, yes. May 20th. Thanks for posting that. Google 520 2340 strike, $371,000 of premium coming in on that one. Have I seen Roblox? I disowned that thing to the upside. Oh my god. Hold on a second. Maybe I spoke too soon. Didn't I say that, cat? Oh god. Oh no. Roblox. Nancy. Oh god. I know most of you guys didn't see that TikTok video I made. I know most of you guys didn't before I turned it private. I did not know Nvidia call 190s. Yeah, I'm up 3% on the 190 I'm down 4. Looking for a retest of 178 and a break there. Still not out of the water here, so don't get all crazy here. Team? Oh, like the stock team? Look at Facebook. Facebook is all built up. Seeing a good bear flag on the video. What time frame? That is a bull flag. I got you. Little hedge there. So look at the hourly candle. What does that hourly candle tell you so far, which closes in 30 minutes? This is kind of our moment of truth here. And I'll scale out of this too. So as you start to lose 175, I'll probably go ahead and cut one of the first ones, but we're holding up okay. We just need to get a push here to the upside. And Roblox looks like it's got that little gap fill, 34.75.
I may have shorted the top of the gold. I think.
Oh, I see your little bear flag. Shit. Oh shit, I see it now. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and trim some risk out. I'm gonna trim the 190. I'm cutting 190. I'll re-enter 190 at 178. I'm still in my position, guys, but I trimmed out the farther out of the money strike because it's gonna take a worse beating. Oh my god. Dude, lost $71,000. You know who.
No.
Starboy. The Starboy. Sorry, this is how he talks. I was trying to do his voice, I couldn't do it. What am I doing with Nvidia? I'm holding it right now. I do see with that somebody just brought up a possible bear flag here, and we are showing a little bit of ugliness. And I could do what one of my members did and grab a preemptum out of the money put, but I've got one call. I'm gonna be patient here, but my fingers on the trigger for a possible 160. Too much back and forth though. I'd like to see some direction here. That'd be really nice. Qs are at support. Facebook or SPY is at support. Facebook is not looking great. 15-minute candle looks okay right now, but it's starting to pick up the same energy as it was before. That closes in 51 seconds. Facebook below 197, 85, and that would be an engulfment of this whole entire setup. And then I would say below 195.85, you could definitely take Facebook short for a possible downside. Looking at the target of like 194, 193.50. So. Let me go take a look at it. Any more flow coming in at the moment. Nvidia 185 strikes. Those came in at just a second ago. Those came in at 953.
Come on, bro. There's no other way but down, baby.
Yeah. I'm still in. I have not cut. I'm just remaining calm. I'm watching my contracts. Looking at my contract right now, but watching the chart. Damn, Facebook looks like it wants to go short. Everything kind of does, but I'm not going to get roped in. Let's see what the 5 minute looks like on Nvidia. Kind of gross. Uh, all right, that's the break that I was looking at. I can't hold through that. It's a weekly contract. If you have next week's or something like that, you can play it differently. But I'm out. I'm out of Nvidia. Yep. Yeah, it's the bounces we got were really volume. The volume was really high on the bounces. No, you know what I'm gonna do, man? I'm literally gonna do exactly what I said this morning. And I'm gonna wait for an hourly candle to close now. If since these 15-minute candles are showing little direct, I mean, yeah, I do see this little 3 minute bear flag on Nvidia. I think right now, as far as short plays are concerned, I'm gonna wait for Facebook to start giving me a sign for downside here. I like it below that 175.80. That's the next play that I have right now. You can play Nvidia how you want if you're still in or whatever, but I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna wait. It is a little bit shifty, but the thing is you want to if you a lot of people right now are holding ridiculous or starting to take what could have been a small loss, and that's what I'm doing is I'm managing my losses. I'd rather just take a little bump and bruise on like a couple of different entries. Like this is a 3 minute setup, and if I don't feel confident in it, a lot of people just watch it fall. So what I do is I take a step out and I look at like, okay, what direction is my higher time frame talking to me in? Like right now, Nvidia's got a 15-minute engulfment of the previous bounce candle, and it looks like below 172.12. That's a clear, or even 171. 33 is a clearer level to take Nvidia to the downside, where you can identify targets now. So instead of just waiting and watching, you can go ahead and start making plans for both the up and the downside by marking out these key levels. So right there, you can see across the board for Nvidia holding up that 171. Below that 171 mark, you've got 169.18. That would be the next level. And then 167.60. So you have like three little levels right there that I would be watching for Nvidia, and it would probably take its time, but a lot of wiki bounces. Yeah, I do this live every day. Today is shifty. I did make one mistake with Meta, but really not that big of a deal because I was able to get back into the trade and then cut my second entry for I think like a $14 gain, while the first one made about like I think the contract was about 30%. So I'm not super stressed out. I was able to do a quick scalp, and I'm just gonna wait for direction again. It's a two wiki in either direction. And when I take flow plays, I see a certain setup, and if it looks good, I'll take it. But I also am way stricter about cutting because at the end of the day, I'm not sure why that certain individual has taken that strike. I'm really taking a blind signal and then trying to line it up with my own analysis. So I'm struck on. Where do I see a bull flag on Nvidia? Hourly time frame. Go look at the hourly. Yeah, it's like a huge, and then like this hourly wick up. Like I can see why the AI. Yeah, and it retests supply too. I mean, it looks great, but I would say that a better entry is 177. And again, we're in the first hourly candle of the day, which has set a pretty wide range. We're in a tough spot actually. Just to put it blankly here. I mean, like look at where we're at. Look at where we chopped before. And look at where we're at now. So between that 178 and really all the way to 182.44, which would probably be, I would say, targets today, if we do end up going to the upside, is 180.20 and 182. So let's wait, because Facebook, again, is sitting at its point of control. Actually, most stocks are sitting at or underneath or on top of their point of control. So another sweep for Nvidia. I will hop right back in, but I if I see something, I do something. So I saw a possible, because it just as easy as I okay, so I hold through that flag, right? It is a bear flag. It was a bear flag. It did go and lose support. If I decide like this happens, great. At some point when I'm trading a weekly, especially when I'm scaling in, I'm and off of flow. If I see something, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it, because if this doesn't happen and this drops, we're all the way down to 171, and I got clapped because. So I'm gonna ignore that, because that's just some shit that happens sometimes. So, and it's also just retesting 175. But yeah, at the end of the day, like if I see a reversal pattern or I see weakness, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I've learned that lesson so many times. It's made me sick. Tesla is holding its trend line. Damn, I think they might send it. Look at the cues. Facebook's curling back up. Yeah, so if you're too zoomed in, so like, yeah, Nvidia has that set up. The hourly looks great, but even the hourly needs to confirm. So right here on the 15-minute time frame, do you guys see where that 200-day moving average is? 176.87. I'll get in there. Same strike and everything. Um, you can pick a different one, or if you want, but that's where I will take it. Should I just sell what? Apple looking good, moving slow though. Let me go look at the volume. Volume's really low on Nvidia. Facebook volume is okay. It's dropped off pretty hard.
This chop is so agonizing.
It is agonizing. It's probably like the worst part of trading. I hate chop. Yeah, on a Monday, nonetheless. But sometimes that's what you need to get it to like reel it in, get direction. I'm gonna take it now.
It's just fluctuating so much. It's not going. Sorry, it's not going red, but it's not continuing. Trying to be patient.
Like, yeah, me too. Oh, I can't tell you about Nvidia, man. Like about like the stock equity and whether it will go back to valuations. If you believe in the company and you bought it with good, I mean, with you know confidence in your analysis or your fundamental analysis, then like that should be your reason to buy or sell. Not some guy on the internet, because at the end of the day, individual equities, you could have a vision or see something happening, the next 10 years. Guys, I grabbed one of them, Nvidia 185, so we'll give it another shot. Looks better now. Off reversing, sitting up against resistance. Volume is building. It's back up above the moving average. So I'm going to scale into this one. I'll enter again at 178.45, I think. Not right now. Yeah, I'm going to scale in because everything has been so choppy. So one at a time. So one contract using the 9. Yeah, you can do both. You can buy fundamentally and then trade technically. It's like there's no like people make a bunch of rules and like I don't know, put a lot of pressure on new investors to like pick one, you know. But like at the end of the day, if you make good money trading, why not put that into something, you know? Look at Tesla's hourly candle, Manny. Just wish it would do it already. I will add incrementally on Nvidia. So right now risk is on because I one am not getting good volume or a sense of direction. We're not clearing our point of control. So I instead of and I obviously I've said this before, instead of just setting a stop loss for my entire position, I'm scaling into position as a way to it is a form of risk management. So while some people may enter 10 on Nvidia and then they have to cut, like it's hard, you're more emotionally attached to a 10 lot, you know, than a 20 or a 20 lot than you are a contract at a time. And so like and that's just huh? Yeah. Um yeah, the queues are building back up. It looks like it's going to be a ascending triangle. It's just really bizarre price action though. All right, there's 177 on Nvidia. Volume's still low though. I'm telling you guys right now, if you're trading with Rolly, energy's bumping. All right. If this does not move and we end up staying in range, walk away. Walk away. If you're not, if whatever you're trading is not moving, walk away. And just wait for a better setup. So a lot of people trade to create cash flow to add to their long-term fundamental positions. I mean, that's what I was doing for a while. Yeah, Nvidia is this isn't gonna be easy. Today is not gonna be fun as far as direction if we don't pick up volume. Look at the volume too. The volume's actually not that bad. Neo put for a scalp. What's you're going against the grain? Just don't go against the grain. I have a target of for Neo all the way at 16 or 1555. Fucking dude.
Alright, alright. Wow. I looked this already. Covered that little stop loss, which was barely a point. And that's it. But I'm calling it. If I keep trading, I'm already past my transfer date.
Yeah. I'm about to call it just until we break range because at this point, this price action is excruciating. Watching like this is not. I would if I wasn't on live right now, I would just walk. I would literally just walk away. I would just exit all my positions, just walk away. This is and really realistically, I mean, it could be building as multiple different things here, and you're just sitting up against your point of control. Um, at some point, if you don't go up, you're gonna go down. So I'm trying to be patient on this one, but it's requiring a little bit too much of my patience. I do see Roblox though. What the hell is going on? I am in one Nvidia call right now, and that's it. I am eyeballing Tesla, but the 15-minute on Tesla looks sweet.
This is why I'm walking, guys. I don't like the fact that I'm lost about 4% of the account. It's mostly good as gold, though, in my opinion. But um, I'm taking my way. It's better to stick to your system that helps you manage your risk than go ahead and try to, just sit there and not be so accountable.
Yeah, yeah,
At the end of the day, you're only ending anytime you lose is you, right? You think it's the market maker, but it's you. You saw the wrong thing. It's your fault. It's not the market maker's fault. Your fault. accountability is the best thing to happen.
I hate trading days like this. They're so boring. Yeah, man. Have a good day, dude. I'm glad you were able to get back. Yeah, I'll see you later.
Right.
All right, bro. Peace. All right. Hey, so we got one admin who was already sick of it. It's probably I already see a lot of people not super happy about the price action right now, but come on, Nvidia, you got all that damn flow. Do something. Hourly candle is looking pretty damn good. The hourly candle looks better, but we need to get a break. Come on. I'm about to smoke a cigarette. What the hell is going on? Tough trading, playing my targets. Yo, look at that. Top shelf with the bag. Nice job. Yeah, those energy plays were blessing. Oh god, cue the Starboy post. I held through this giant dump. I'm a genius. Sorry. Oof. That one's yeah, we could move out of that. Facebook looks good. Facebook's curling up. Look at Facebook looks way better. Facebook has a gap fill. Do we go to that gap fill 203? Do I take a bet now or do I just shut my mouth and be happy? The Qs are curling back up. Yeah, Nvidia looks okay. It looks better. It still needs to get up, get going. It's taken forever. And the downtrend on Nvidia is right here. So we're nearing that downtrend right now, which is 178.17. Facebook candle close would need to be above $201 for me to take it, I think. What song is this? This is You and Whose Army by Radiohead. Mhm. Microsoft. I had a feeling we were gonna go find support. So it looks like this is your support right now. Not 100% sure on that. But then shit, come on. Cause I might be out in LA here soon. To meet with some. I'm going out there to see a friend, but obviously gonna take advantage of that time to meet with people. So all right, I do not like that 5 minute candle close there on Nvidia, y'all. That is a top trend line for Nvidia, and this is likely to drop right now to 174.88 if we reject. I do not like that right there at all. So if you feel the need, this price action is not good for trading. It's not good for weeklies, and there are better plays either later on today or tomorrow. So if you have patience, if you are a patient person, or you're a person who, what is that? Delayed gratification. If you're good at delayed gratification, this is the time to possibly exercise that, um, or AKA stay light. One more bump up on AMD. I'm trimming. Nice. One more bump on AMD. What's that stuff, man? What do I think Nvidia will hit today? So I never have a target unless something actually happens, right? So if Nvidia breaks 178, right, and moves to the upside and breaks out of this flag, my target will then be 180.60. Um, if it breaks 180.60, then my target would move to 181 or 182. So it goes categorically like that, or step by step. Very choppy, very choppy. So Do not feel like this is you. You're not a bad trader. All right. It's just low volume. It's just hard to trade. Sometimes it's just better to sit on the sidelines. Starbucks going for a gap fill. What are my thoughts on it? That's definitely a damning set of candles right there as far as the 15-minute is concerned, immediately falling back. You've tested 73.50. Let's go look at the hourly. So look at the 9-day moving average. Different picture here, right? So the 9-day moving average, if you could get Starbucks to close a candle above $74.75, then that's where I would look at potentially seeing a reversal or a move back up. And then right now you're sitting at a point of control. So buyers are stepping up right now off the pivot point and pulling it back up to that point of control. So at the moment, the gap seems a little far away and well protected by a wall of buyers. I had a great day by not taking one trade. Look at that. Nice job, who dat? About to make sure stops are set. So here's the thing: if you're gonna take a trade, I'm out of Nvidia. I'm not gonna watch this happen. Um, you know what? No, I'll wait until 175.55. But if we move below that, I'm gonna cut this contract, y'all. And listen, it doesn't mean that we're shitty traders. Doesn't mean that we did something wrong. It just means that we've acknowledged that there's no volume or no direction quite yet, and our contracts or our style of play, if you're day trading or even scalping, isn't gonna work. What wasn't but accent there. But so either way, we either make a move here in the next few minutes. It's 10:22. Maybe at 10:30 we'll see that move. But otherwise, I'm not gonna sit and suffer. So record this in your mind and remember that these are the type of opens that you would want to try. And none, well, yeah, you would want to try and avoid and wait for a clear direction. So, and you can do that by zooming out. So again, hourly candle closes, hourly candle opens, the volume behind the candle. So when you get too lost in the sauce and you're looking at the 3-minute, you can look at the hourly. And if you have a good contract that's either out till next week, you can make a more educated decision with a little bit less stress. Or you can just stay in cash. Facebook does look like it wants to rip, and my finger has hovered above a 203, or excuse me, what was I looking at? Hold on a second. I think I was looking at the either 205 strike or 20, yeah, I like 205 strikes for Facebook, but I don't know. So you see how many times that we tap like this resistance? I'm wondering if, because today we've already tapped it. We could actually drop all the way back down to 195. You know what I mean? So there's a small gap to fill there, and we are above the HMA. So I think as a new trader, I need to remind myself that if I can't find a reason to not take a trade, I shouldn't do it. If I'm truly doubting something, then I should just trust my gut. I really think that if and that is absolutely top tier advanced awareness right there. Now, one thing that I know as a human that I do is forget about some stuff like that, right? In the moment, it's always, how you can plan how you're going to act, but in the moment, in the heat of the action, and I actually have a little exercise that we're going to be doing. Those of you in the Discord, we're going to do a charting exercise together this week. I'm going to probably do it on Thursday or Friday. Guys, my finger is on the mother freaking trigger for Nvidia right now. I hate this setup right now. This 5-minute looks so bad, but I'm gonna continue to do my thing. Yeah. So we're basically going to. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna chart some random stocks. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark out key levels. That's gonna be number one. And then number two, I'm going to mark out my dynamic lines. So I'm going to essentially give you guys a chart, and then we're going to reflect. We're going to go over each person's chart, help you guys adjust those levels, help you guys, and by doing that, I'm going to do it timed. And the reason that I'm going to do it timed is because it's going to give you that feeling of being almost having to trade a chart while you trade. So that'll be on Thursday or Friday. I'll give you guys a time. So taking Roblox, put 6:24 end of day. Look, top shelf, you're a bad man. I feel like I'm getting a divine sign right now to cut Nvidia. Like it's just like I don't think it could get any clearer unless like a glowing white light just came through my ceiling and said cut Nvidia. I'm down $25. So, oh, look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the 9-day moving average, 175.55. Maybe one could actually. I'm closing it out. It's leaving now. One could look at a short there, guys. I'm gonna answer some questions here. I am out. I don't think that we're gonna see a huge move quite yet. So here's what I'm gonna do for Nvidia and Facebook and others. I'm gonna go ahead, not even looking at dynamic levels. I'm setting a level on Nvidia, an alert at 178.46, and I will have my chart streaming for those in the Discord. You will hear those alerts. 174. I'm also going to throw 178.30 in there as kind of a little secondary support. And then to the downside, below, okay, below 175.60, which may happen here soon if the market turns over. 175 even, obviously, is a psychological number, and 173.60. I'm going to set alerts on all three of those. I especially like the break below 175. But I feel like they moved everything up, and everybody was kind of getting a little bullish there. So maybe they sink it back down. All right, what else can I look at for those of you guys in the Discord? It does seem to have formed. This could be considered a bear flag or a rising wedge. So major divergence on AMD. Oh my! Can I get like a beeper here? What the? Oh wow! Gap to fill at 98.66. 98.66. Damn, AMD is on a 98.75. Excuse me. Wow. Yeah, that is a big divergence. Maybe that'll pull up Nvidia. Maybe Nvidia will launch. Who knows? I got my alert set. Same game plan. Just need volume. All right, take a look at shop. If you're feeling uncomfortable about the position that you took, then get out of it. Oh shit, Shopify looks terrible. That looks kind of like a double top. And you got a gap below you. So I would say mark out those key levels here. So the obvious one, 30. What was that? Nvidia just crossed something. Oh shit. And the volume I just got a volume alert too. More people are in the 185 strikes on Nvidia. Yo, look at that. $40 loss on $900 gain last week. So one thing that you have to teach your brain is the inverse of what you should be feeling, right? Because we all have a little bit of an emotional attachment to some of these, you know, so our gains or our contracts, our money. Number one, you gotta teach yourself to be happy with small losses, because at the end of the day, if you're making really good gains, you should be happy about small losses, because that means that you did your job. Your job is to adhere to your stop loss, and if you do that, then there is no issues. You're doing the right thing. I think Rollman said it. The person that loses the least wins. You know, so. Shopify looks like it wants to go to that gap. So I would say the first level, the second level after that 172, which is where you're at now, you've got a level at 166.65, and then you've got 162.36 for shop. The volume on Nvidia is so weak, man. I almost want to take a damn put out on it. It's so weak. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the stream. If I got alerts set. I will hop right back on the Discord if something happens. But this is I'm gonna take some chart requests from you guys, and if anything happens between now and then, maybe we'll find a play. But I really just don't. Everyone's calling Nvidia calls. You know what? And look at it showing an open divergence. You know, I mean, it's diverging from AMD, which is moving to the upside. So it makes me feel a little bit weary about taking it. I mean, I see the setup as clear as day. All right, so there's no ignoring what the setup is. So you've got a rising wedge right here, just like you guys were talking about. That's on the 3-minute time frame. You can see it on the 5. And then if you move to the 5-minute time frame, you'll also see where this rising wedge is leading us up to. So you see this resistance right there. You're pretty much there. So you might see another move up, 178. But at this moment, I would just stay on your toes and just read and react. Don't get ahead of yourself. I've already, not the cleanest, but how do you make of this channel? What? Oh, that looks good. No, I don't think it does. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe. Nancy's not going to go broke. I can tell you that much. Dude, Nvidia looks like I want. I'm trying not to short it, but because there is no reason to. There's no volume. There's no break. There's no key level break here. 175.66 and 175.50. Got those alerts set. Damn. Yeah, I'm out of Nvidia all the way out. No, there's no. I haven't been in it for a second here, so. Yeah, doing well. Just there's Shopify. Ooh, damn. I'm not taking this impulse. There it is on the video. That's why I cut. That is why I cut. Should have shorted it, but when you're on the wrong side of the trade, sometimes. Yeah, that double top. It is falling aggressively right now. So if you took Shopify, you probably just made some decent money there to the downside. 162.35. So look at this on Facebook. I was showing you guys this last night. Look at this. Does that not look like a pretty big? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but this thing looks like below 197.95. We could see a pullback. I would say below 197.75. You could see I would say 195.78. Shopify is absolutely spilling. Nvidia is going for a retest. So again, flow, strict, not taking too many chances. So I am red on the day. The swing, the scalp that I took, I've tried to take a couple entries, which have it wasn't a huge gain. So I am red right now, but what I say by red is like I've lost I think $130. I'm I'm that's extremely within my risk. I'm actually excited that I don't have any big losses right now. I just have a small loss that is literally within 5 minutes in power hour. I could recover it times 10, so take Shopify. SPY down, yes. Rivian looks like it might be going down, but I'm not taking that one quite yet. Still haven't taken anything on Facebook. Still haven't taken anything on Nvidia. How's Apple doing? Yep, I'm not taking any of this. Nope, 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 nope. Because even though it may look like a 5 minute rising wedge, that's fine. But look at the hourly. Look at the overall setup. Wait for that to show you exactly what's going to happen. So, if you guys are trading with Rolly though, with those long contracts, great job. I know you guys are green for the day, so it stays like this that you can make it either harder for yourself and learn lessons that you probably don't even have to. Yep, low volatility, low liquidity, and chop is not an option trader's friend. So here's the thing, like your job is to, like for anybody, like say your job is like build a golf course, right? You don't build a golf course while it's raining. So if you, metaphorically speaking, if trading's building a golf course, chop is when it's raining. You just don't. So you just once you start to feel the rain, you just leave. There you go. I built a golf course. Well, I didn't build it by myself, obviously, but I used to work for a company building golf courses where I illegally drove an excavator. Don't tell anybody though. Just kidding. They can't get me now. I broke it. I broke their excavator, and then they were like, "Well, shit, we told you you could," and yeah. Does Rolly have a? Yeah, he's in our Discord. What do you mean? Yeah, he's in the Discord. We finally got him. You guys have been waiting for years to get me for that excavator. Yeah, I figured out that the pressure's not super strong when you're trying to push the bucket up and against something. So I burst the hydraulic line. I thought I killed an alien or something. My screen was like or my window was all blue. Although I think it was red actually. It was like a weird looking red, but it was like all hydraulic fluid. Yeah, I'm watching Spy right now. The queue's lagging. Spy needs to lose. So right now the level to the downside is obviously you're sitting at 400, but the next one down is 399.16. I'm short below 397.16. Potter is the king of comparing the stock market to other real life situations. I'll take that crown. I'll take that crown. Shopify is about to make a swing upwards. I don't know, fam. You just broke support like hard. I think you might actually go all the way. Based on this volume, I don't know, dude. Yeah, Shopify looks like ass. Like this thing looks bad. Nancy in China hearing about Potter on the excavator. I'm glad I didn't flip that thing. I almost flipped it. Certified excavator driver in our presence. Are you a real excavator driver? He's probably like gripping his hand. Potter next job, fly for Blue Angels. Sneak on the tarmac. Don't worry, guys. They gave me a permit. All right, now Nvidia looks like it's something worth sorting. Kind of. Don't build a golf course when it's raining. Yeah. You wait till it's done to clean up all the sand that's washed into the places that you just freshly dug out and have to do all over again. Especially in South Carolina, where a rain shower will literally in the morning will ruin your work, or in the afternoon will ruin all of the day's work. That was the hottest place I've ever worked in my life. Like just excruciating. Ridgeland, South Carolina is. Be honest. Have you ever played golf? Yeah, I played golf. Is it true that if you rotate an excavator 15 times, it will unscrew itself? I have no idea, but if that was real, um, I would have tried it. 70% on shot put. Swappy, are you in multiples or just one? You're about to go gap fill. You're really close to that gap fill. So take a deep breath, do some evaluation. What are you doing here? Multiples, trimming. Trimming is a great thing to be doing right now. You are falling with vigor. That means that buyers will cover quickly. I need a clear break. I need something like Shopify. There you go. Yes, SQ looks juicy. That's juicy. Thank you. So let's look at SQ. Okay, that's a spicy meatball right there. Um Here's one thing that I'm going to mention. The Qs aren't falling. SPY is not falling. Stocks are falling. I am a little nervous to take things to the downside. Are you out, Potter? I did get out of Nvidia, yes. Nvidia 165 this week. I'm not going and making any price predictions quite yet. I'm going to wait for the market to do its thing. I'm going to read and react. I'm wasting my breath if I go and try and make a. Right now, everything is in range, so I'm not going to go in trying to make something out of nothing. Yeah, you said 15. Facebook. I don't know. Just set those alerts, y'all. All right. Let's get a few more requests here, y'all. What are we have a lift off in 10. 10 what minutes? You talking about reversal? Netflix? Yeah. Let's look at some stocks. Set your alerts, y'all. I'm doing this especially so that y'all can find your setups and then maybe even remove yourself from the situation if needed. So, whoa. Might have missed Roblox. I'm fairly certain that Netflix is about to go to 187.80, possibly 187.27. Nvidia is moving towards the pivot point below 173.90. This is likely to go back to 172.23. Swappy, did you trim? Did you trim? About 70%? Oh my God. And you did that just now off that before it bounced? Did you do it red? All right. I'll I still like Nvidia better than Square, but okay. Now Nvidia's moving to the downside here. Something feels off. I don't like it. I don't like it. Biggest green day in 2022? I have no idea, dude. I have no idea. I haven't gone back and looked at one of my biggest days. I've had a couple really good days. PayPal is very bearish off of this five. Yes, that could be considered a double top. Lots of wicks though off of 76. So you've already retested your support on your gap. So I actually would say that PayPal has a more attractive gap here. 75.50 would be the target to the downside. Um, if anybody is taking Nvidia and you're playing it to the downside, that target is right here. It's 172. So 165s are probably the farthest out of the money that you could go if you're looking for a cheaper play. Um, but I would be very careful here. Still operating on relatively low volume. I'm in some 170 put. All right, I'll take one with you, big step. And I'll probably just take it below the pivot, actually. I'll wait for the pivot to break. The pivot's big. The pivot's the 174 mark. Um, and it's already pushing back, so cue the star point music. My God. What is it? Policeman's yeah, this is a little song. Policeman swear to God. My I think last year my TikTok for you page that's all it was. All right, Swappy, you should be. So if you do end up moving to the downside, filling that gap, 147, and what really, excuse me, 147, 143, 42.75. I don't want you to get greedy off of that. And if it's something that if you are happy with today and you want to repeat it again tomorrow, and this is something that you're happy with as far as gains are concerned, obviously take profit. Don't worry about where it could go. Just worry about where it closes later on, and then what you can do with it tomorrow. So I would say that that gap fill is probable here. That gap is 355.70. So running with a stop loss limit set, perfect. Swappy, super proud of you, man. I don't know what I didn't know this was on your watch list, but that was a great trade right there. So awesome. Yeah, of course. Biggest green day. Shorting Tesla. I think like last month maybe off of the Shanghai news. I think I entered that thing like 14 times, but it made a lot of money. You know what? That reminds me. What's the catalyst today? Anybody got that? Anybody have a catalyst for anything? I don't. I just realized that I haven't heard, and I don't have Benzinga up right now, but there's nothing. It's probably why we're shot bounced hard off of support. Go look at the 15-minute candle. I mean, it is a decent bounce, 350. That's a 360 bounce, $5 bounce. But I mean, if you go look at most Shopify candles, like this bounce right here, you fall from 390 to 375, and then you bounce back up or you test 385, and then pull back down to 373. So chances are, you could still go fill that gap. Fed people talking tomorrow. That's right. So maybe we don't get too much. Squawk box is on. And I got my scanner on right now. I've got the news. So if I see anything, I'm in with your boy Kendrick Lamar and the Big Steppers. Oh, we should. I haven't heard that. Is it good? Nice. It's moving like pond water. Walmart HD earnings tomorrow.
APT Alpha Pro Tech shares quiet here, but a large bar in volume. Seen a report that New York City may reach a high COVID alert level and could consider requiring face masks. APT Alpha Pro Tech was considered a play on developments related to face masks. Also, tickers NBY and AHPI, but note that those stocks have been quiet over about the last couple months when we've been hearing developments on face mask news.
Holy shit.
Alpha Pro Tech shares at a session high here, up about 3%. Alpha Papa Tango.
I'll fuck with it. I just grabbed 10 shares. Oh, what the hell did I just do? Oh my god, I'm fucking. Oops. All right. Oh my god, I just moved the APT. Was that my fill? That wasn't me. Yeah, that was not me. Okay, it was
RBLX
candle below
was
that.
a large block trade here in the issue. 1.1 million shares at 35. Stock is around 34.68. That would
Dang.
be about a $35 million block trade.
All
Romeo
right.
Bravo,
Well, if you got
Lima
an
X-ray,
APT,
RBLX.
make sure you take profit before me. I'll tell you. I just bought a few. I didn't buy that. I didn't buy that much.
RBLX, seen that alert on a block
I don't trade
by
pennies that often. So if you
Benjamin
don't trade pennies,
Tool,
don't trade
even
pennies.
at the time in sales in Roblox. I'm not actually
Potter
seeing
finally
a block
admitting
trade
to
in
market maker.
there on the Benzinga signals tool. Romeo Bravo Lima X-ray RBLX.
I know you guys got me. No, I'm gonna play it as a skept. I think they might try it. It's a super low float. I think they might try and push this one up. Just off that news, off that play. But I wouldn't even bother following me into this one. I very rarely trade pennies. But that was just unusual. So getting ready for Starboy to tweet about you doing this. Well, you know what the thing is though, is if anybody else gets in, let me know and I'll just buy the same amount that you did. and then that way, and then you can exit. I'll pump you guys. I'm the inverse. I'm the inverse pumper.
VZ Verizon shares
I'll pump your shares.
The company will raise prices for both consumer and business customers. Verizon shares turning positive, up about 0.4%. Victor
Big
Z,
stepper. We're moving like
VZ.
so slow down. This is excruciating. What is Verizon's ticker? No, I don't. It's just unusual that was 89,000 shares. VZ, that's right. There's a lot of tickers to remember. What does that even mean? Oh my God, yo, Verizon actually looks like a.
S&P 500
If
futures
Verizon
market
wicks down
rebounding
here,
under the
it actually looks like it has a
39.91
head and
level,
shoulders.
getting a few point rebound here. We're down about 0.7% for the session. 39.91.5 the last trade in S&P 500 futures.
The album's like spoken word. Nice play on Nvidia. I took that with big stepper, so. Tesla's heading down. Yes, this album is enlightening. Oh damn, Tesla. Yeah, you might just eat that whole gap. You might eat that entire gap straight up. Damn. What if Nvidia goes all the way to 169 today? Below 172, that sucker might dump. I'm gonna hold my put. All right, bread and butter. Super unhealthy. Just kidding. I love that bread and butter. Actually, when I was a kid, I sometimes just eat that straight, just bread and butter. Apple testing low day. Q's going for their lows. Be careful here. I think Q's might end up bouncing 290, 290, 279.50. Careful. 297.35 actually. 297.35. Nice. See Sonny playing the same play with a longer expiration. You can either be looking at a bigger, higher time frame setup and seeing a longer target, or obviously just protected from the theta. So. If what goes to 169? All right. Well, I think we got 171 on the docket for Nvidia. Honestly, 168. QQQ inverse head and shoulder on the 4-hour. No. Too that yeah, you can't have a consolidated head and shoulders like that on a 4 hour. But what I would be looking at here on the 4 hour is that candle that you're reversing off of. Remember what I talked about this morning about like us filling that wick. So at this point in time, we are currently bearish, and then I would say that this is even off of this down. That there's a downtrend here that we've actually rejected. Let's see. Yeah, so right now, and it would be pivotable that it it would be pivotal for the Qs to hold this 196.50 and maybe 195, but at this point you're getting to the point where you're engulfing the previous candle here, which would then put you at danger to go and fill your gap. So the Qs can fall more, and more than likely, based on the trajectory that they're holding right now, they could continue to do that. So yeah, well, for somebody like me, right? Obviously, I have the liberty to switch back and forth, but if you're a new trader, like, and you're paying or watching somebody, you just have to know that like every single trader on this planet has something that is individual and unique to them, like even if it's just the arrangement of risk management or like the opinions or the outlook, the perspective, the risk, like all of it, right? It's all like a little bit different. So like be confident enough to build your own strategy, and know that like you're going to have to do that and not just replicate the exact same thing that somebody else is doing, because your mind is just not going to be able to understand the same thing the same way every single time. So what I'm saying by that is if you see somebody taking a scalp based on an hourly setup and you like the trade too, you can still exercise your type of risk management by buying a contract that expires next week, and then maybe that's your core position and you trade around it, and you can, when you see a definitive break, you could take a 5 lot scalp and then TP very quickly at 10%. That way, when the contract is to pull back, like there's so many different ways. You could do it on a micro, macro time frames, and accomplish the same goal. So I am still in on Nvidia right now, but I'm up about the same. Oh my god, those alerts.
SPOT, Spotify shares moving lower here. A Bloomberg report, Apple is partnering with podcast hosting platforms for subscriptions. Spotify isn't among the initial list of partners for Apple Podcasts. Spotify shares down about 4% for the session.
Oh.
Sandy Papa,
Oh.
Oscar
Hey, hold
Yankee,
on. Spot. That's got a sweet gap, and that's a good catalyst. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? $100 strikes. Spread's nasty. Spread is really, really nasty on spot, as per usual, making it pretty much the $99 strike and the $100 strike that is carrying the
Bitcoin futures quiet here, seeing a report
best
that
spread.
the SEC
I would say below 102.
are working on a deal to joint police some crypto tokens that, according to SEC Chair Gensler, again, Bitcoin futures quiet here, following that headline, down about 2%. Last trade at $29,460.
Benzinga Pro. The link is in my bio if you guys want a 2-week trial. It's free just using your phone number. I am looking at Spotify, but oftentimes news, you'll get like a market maker bounce, shake some people out. But I am looking at taking this one possibly. And 90, you could go with a strike based contract. the $97 strike. It's got some volume on it. So does the $96 strike where that gap fills. So due to me not being nearby, I think I'm gonna do that. But you guys can watch Spotify again below that 101.60, and then you've got a $100 even, and then you've got the gap fill to the point of control at 96.80. What am I listening to? I'm listening to Benzinga Pro. I don't know if you're which one you're asking about, but then I'm also listening to my Spotify. I'm pretty sure my playlists are public, so people can see them. I have a Nvidia put. Oh, oh, she can't. She's not here. The news, not the music. Yeah, it's Benzinga Pro. If you guys would have seen some of the awful things that Opti said to me, that's just how we talk. Don't let him. Don't let him. He's just here for sympathy. Go back to your hole. Go back to your hole, Opti. I thought that was hilarious, dude. I was proud of myself. You think we're gonna reverse on the retest? Yeah, we have a megaphone on Nvidia. I see Nvidia down to 169, 23. Why Lard has made a comeback. Oh, word. Yeah, I have that Spotify. So Spotify looks possibly good for more downside. I think Nvidia looks good for more downside. It does need to break this 200-day moving average. Um, but sir, what indicator gives you those support and resistances? What are you talking about? I don't have an indicator that does that. Pivot points. Pivot points? Pivot point strategy. I think that's what you're talking about. Take control. Mm. Ugh. I mean, I guess I could trim out on Nvidia, but watch for a retest of Nvidia 7414. SPY is bouncing off support. Oh shit. Doesn't mean it's reversing, it just means it's bouncing right now. So take a look at the pattern. I'm gonna post this in the Discord. That's a 5 minute. But it needs to, of course, it's going to bounce, retest 399.27. And then if you lose that 398 and 397.14, I'm thinking we're going to see SPY touching 395.75 today. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and step off. I am right here. If you're on the Discord, I'm gonna leave the stream up with all of my patterns. Everything's set up right here. And then these I'll mark out my key levels really quickly, but otherwise, I'm gonna be back when the volume is supposed to be here. Because right now I'm just wasting my time and everything. If you wanted to basically use volume as a gauge of how hard the day is going to be, today is real hard. So keep that in mind next time, and going into the rest of the week. Low volume situations are always going to increase the difficulty of the trading conditions that you're in. So Gary Potter and the Half Blood Stepper. That's cool. That sounds cool. That actually sounds kind of cool. Garrett Potter? That doesn't have the same ring to it. Am I listening to Outcast right now? I am.
ABNB, Airbnb shares a new intraday low here, down about 6.5%, 113.50 the last trade in Airbnb, Alpha Bravo, November Bravo,
I'll cut.
ABNB.
I'll cut my Nvidia back up above 174.20. So, all right, screen's on. I'll be back. Discord. I'll signal if I take anything, and if I do, it will be next week's expiration. So, all right. My stop for it's going to be supply, so above 104. I have an out of the money contract. I'm fairly confident that this one will stay below that, but if it gets above 104, you can cut. I'm expecting a retest. So breakdown, you lost that level. More than likely, you're going to retest it first. So that's my stop. I have one. I will add below 101.50. Okay, and that's it. Yeah, lots of alerts. Set your alerts. I'll see you guys shortly. Peace.